It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Lions and the football team.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete here. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 3rd and short. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons. But this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with. But everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped. But without those guys, hard to win games.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers for Williams a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Detroit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. A give to Williams, running right. Breaks a tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton slings this deep for McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Deron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Newton. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 4 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Back to throw, Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. This one swung out to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Newton. Yeah, this pass broken up. Coverage there on 3rd. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down now, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Trubisky's throw into the hands of McLaurin. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7th. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. How often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down, rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that 3rd guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky opts to keep it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 4. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, Trubisky. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The scoop and score always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll drop to throw. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Detroit. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Trubisky, they're going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out now come the Lions. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trubisky's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's got McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Trubisky to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Throwing now is Trubisky. And that's complete. It sends. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Lions,